What is the secret to building absolute rock-solid confidence in speaking skills for your child or for anyone else? And what is the magic number of practice sessions before someone is really ready? Well, these two questions go hand in hand. Here's what I found works perfectly for everyone of every age around the globe. And I've worked with people from 35 countries. It's exactly the same. Here it is. If you want to be supremely confident before your next book report, show and tell, commencement address, the secret is to practice your speech on video, the whole thing, until you love every aspect of the style and substance. For some people, that may be 2 practices. For some, it may be 200. Now, you can't practice 200 times for every Monday morning book report, but you could for important presentations, important speeches in life. So again, it varies. What you want to do is provide a nurturing environment for your child to get comfortable with this whole idea of rehearsing and seeing it as a process. Great actors, actresses rehearse before Broadway shows. Great world-class athletes practice every single day for weeks, months, years, decades. So if you want to be a great speaker, it requires rehearsal, but it's got to be in a specific way. You've got to rehearse on video, not 3 times or 10 times or 1 hour for every minute of speech. Those are all nonsense rules. The magic is, can you look at that video? Can your child look at the video and say, wow, that person's pretty interesting. That person's coming across really well. If I can do half as well as that person, I'll be the best speaker in school today. Once they get to that point, guess what? It becomes virtually impossible for them to be nervous, or their hands are shaking, or their voice to be croaking. All of those nervousness things melt away if they practice enough times where they like what they see. Because now they have a role model. And sorry, but you can't be their role model. I can't be their role model. Some famous politician can't be their role model. They have to become their own role model. That happens when they actually like what they see on video. Now, one thing about kids these days is they're all really good at watching video. They've all seen thousands of hours of people speaking on video. Maybe sitcoms, maybe funny little skits on YouTube, but they're used to seeing people speak. So if they practice enough where they get to the point where they like how they're coming across, that is going to fill them with confidence. And that is going to really put them down the path of being great every time they speak. If you want to be more successful, then improve your communication skills. The best way to do that? Smash the subscribe button right now. I like to be positive. I'm asking you to be positive with your child, your kids. But I do want to stress a few things not to do. One of the things you shouldn't do is have your child practice staring at a mirror. Complete waste of time. Most people, if they're staring at a mirror, are going to think, am I getting zits or something? Or in my case, is my hair falling away even faster? It's a waste of time to practice in front of a mirror, especially when cell phones, iPads, webcams are everywhere. There's no reason whatsoever practice a speech just talking it out loud or talking to a mirror. You need to practice on video. That's the only way of improving it. Think of it this way. If your child said, well, I just want to dictate my essay for English class, I'm not going to read it to see if I have any typos or spelling errors or commas or periods out of place. I'm just going to dictate it and hope everything is fine. You'd probably say, that's crazy. You're going to get an F in English class. Well, it's the same thing with speaking. You can't improve a text document in English grammar unless you can look at it to figure out what's working and what isn't. When it comes to speaking and presenting, you have to see what's out there before you can really tweak it and figure out how to improve it. You can't do 2 things at once. You can't be delivering your presentation to a mirror and analyzing how it's coming across. It just doesn't work that way. So please don't let your kid get off by saying, oh yeah, I've rehearsed, yeah, I've rehearsed. It's not about rehearsing. It's about rehearsing on video until they like what they see.